What up? What up? Peace, your boy Spiritual Initiate back again with another video. Hopefully, everyone is doing fantastic. I want to touch bases with y'all, say what's up with my people, and also make this video because it's very significant for me to make this video. So I'm gonna go ahead and let it rock. So, in the journey and always trying to live in your purpose, living in alignment with the Most High and things like that, sometimes we get distracted. All right, we get distracted from people, from things, jobs, situations, all kind of stuff. Right, and so I find myself over the past few days uh coming with a crossroad, right? Coming across the crossroad. And the crossroad is going back into my purpose, right into alignment, or being complacent in what I got going on right now. So what I mean by being complacent is that right now I work security. I'm in Las Vegas right now. I'm a security supervisor. The job is cool, but that's the complacency, right? The things that I know that I need to be doing is the work that I have to do outside of what I got going on right now. And sometimes, and this is me being vulnerable, right? Sometimes it's challenging for me to maintain the dreams and stuff that I want to do because I have this imposter syndrome going on, right? I know I'm real saucy when it comes to me explaining certain things, but because I feel like that I don't have any, which is not true, but I feel like that I don't have any tangible results to show people, especially when it comes to like the real world. When it comes to YouTube and shit, TikTok, that's one thing. But I actually want to have results in the real world to let people know that this is not no shit to just be, some fun stuff to do online. Like motherfuckers trying to get their culture back, people trying to get their resources back, people trying to get their mind back, the psychology back, the spirituality back, all different kind of stuff. And as you guys know, especially if you've been following me, especially this time right now, you guys know I'm heavy into the Indigenous American stuff, right? I know all about that. I've been talking about it for years, not as much as I have in other places as I have on here. But the people who have been around, they know that's what I be talking about. And for years, I've been talking about this indigenous government and joining with them and doing shit, taking courses, teaching courses, blah, 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 blah. And I still haven't done that yet. And that fucks with me, honestly, because it's just like, yo, there's some stuff that I know about and I can teach people about. And that kind of stops me from even making videos because it's just like all this talking that we're doing when we want to actually put stuff into action. There's some things that I haven't put into action yet. So it's kind of like, why are you talking all this shit and you haven't even put in the work? So that's like where I'll be like, yo, and it puts me in this place to where I don't make videos, I shut down and all kind of shit like that. So right now I'm coming out my own ass, right? Because that's not an excuse for me to not continuing sharing information because that's actually the essence of my purpose is to get these complex ideas, whether it's spiritual, whether it's indigenous American stuff, whatever the case, it could be health, whatever it might be, and breaking it down so people can get it in an easier way, easily digestible way, so people can actually start using the information. So when it comes to this spiritual blueprint, right, that I created with ChatGPT, it has a mixture of cardiology, numerology, astrology, human design, Chinese zodiac, and probably some other stuff I haven't put in there yet. And one of the things I was able to do is detail what roles that are favorable to your energy and what roles you should avoid because it's not good for your energy. One of the roles for me was being a teacher, a counselor, a guidance counselor, um, a spiritual counselor, a spiritual teacher, a language revivalist, a cultural a revival, all kind of stuff that I'm already doing, right? Then it told me some of the careers and roles I should avoid. Some of those were like the super salesy stuff, the super hustle, cold prospect, building a team, stuff like that. Only because the type of energy that I am. All right, and I'll probably make a live stream more detailing that. But what I'm saying is that I got this spiritual blueprint down to when it shows you aspects of yourself. So when you find out where you need to put yourself in position, it can be easy and it don't have to be guesswork. So even when I'm thinking about the company I'm involved with right now, I'm just like, it makes sense for what I'm doing it for and blah 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 blah. But I'm not the hustle, go find people, stop you at the store and ask you how your day is going to sneak you in some shit that I got going on. I don't operate like that because I just don't. You know what I'm saying? And the stuff to me that I deal with already makes enough sense. And the thing that frustrates me about it is that when I try to tell people about how simply this shit makes sense and how easy you can get this shit cracking, it's like I'm talking to fucking wooden planks. So I can't do that kind of work because I'm gonna get pissed off and it's gonna knock off the whole energy, and I can't do that. Once I understood that, and this is an understanding I came a couple of days ago, and I understand there's other people who are saying, you got to just go grind and go through the grind and go through the process and stuff like that. No. And let me tell you why no. The amount of work that it took for me to be this spiritual powerhouse, for me to be able to teach people about it, for me to be able to develop, blueprints for it, to me to be able to teach it, to do all these different things with it, that is the work that other people don't put in. And just because this shit is not with $1 million check, because that's an illusion too, people think that it's unvaluable, and that's the furthest from the truth. So I find myself really honoring the purpose I have, and that's being a spiritual guider. It's being a cultural revivalist. It's talking about the history of my people. It's talking about spirituality to share with all people, so everyone can get this game and do what the fuck you want to do with it. But the point is that when you know yourself, you're going to place yourself in positions to where you're going to thrive. So this spiritual blueprint that I'm coming up with, I'm still going through some of the nooks and crannies. I'm still trying to get it cleaned up, but it's going to help a lot of people find out exactly what it is that they need to do. Because odds are, especially if you're around my age, especially if you're older, maybe you're younger, but in your 30s, you probably experienced different things in life to where you was in alignment to what you need to be doing. You experience some things that you don't need to be dealing with at all, and so you already have like a understanding, an inkling of an understanding of where you need to be at. So when I'm going through this blueprint and it's telling me what I should be doing as far as being a guidance counselor, as far as spiritual and things along that nature, I was like, I already do that. I literally already do that. I literally already built up 11,000 subscribers on YouTube. I already have 6,000 on TikTok. And it ain't about the numbers, but the thing about it is that not everyone can do that. And it's going to keep on going up and up, and up. So I don't need to be distracted by trying to chase, a bag or a dream that someone else put in there. And it may work for someone else, but it doesn't work for me for many different reasons. I just need to be the person that you come to for your spiritual insight, to get into spirituality, to understand how you can get your own energy and work with that. That is my role, and anything that entails with that. Now, also, I have to mention this too. I made a live stream about a month ago, some change ago, with me and my cousin. We were playing the video game, right? One of the things that I asked chat while I was doing this whole spiritual blueprint, I asked, and I was like, okay, with this energy that I have, what would starting a video game channel be within my energy? And the chat system was like, yeah, actually your energy favors that very well. So I'm not gonna get into the whole detail with that, but I'm just letting you guys know. The biggest reason why I was kind of reluctant on even doing the video game shit is because, going back to what I was saying earlier, like my mind taps into some real serious shit. And I always felt some kind of way where I was like, yo, I'm not gonna build an audience talking about some spiritual stuff and this and that, and then we switch and talk about fucking Tekken. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, when I'm dealing with all this hardcore information, shit that would make you laugh, shit that would make you mad, shit that would make you cry, I need times to wind the fuck down. And that's where the video games come in. And what I'm gonna start doing is, when I play these video games as downtime, I'm still gonna use that time to record and make content, because even within that, I can talk about spirituality. I can talk about the conspiracy stuff that's in the video game, stuff like that, because I can see it. So it doesn't have to be something that is a hindrance or a distraction, or something that's outside my path. I have to integrate it within my whole being, because you're not gonna catch me talking about spiritual all the time, or indigenous American history, or health, or food, or whatever. I might be playing Tekken. And I have to realize that that's okay. Okay. Because even me still doing the video game shit, but me still having the heart and the mind and the desire and the passion to teach my people about this real shit, like, let them have his video games, because I could be playing video games and be a fucking crackhead. So yeah, that's just a little bit what's going on. I'm gonna do a live stream on here because I want you guys to know what I got going on. Yeah, I'll be able to chop up with you guys. But I love y'all. I'm grateful for you guys. You guys are actually my first family, and I've been neglecting y'all. My YouTube, y'all my first family. Before the shit was on TikTok and all the other shit, y'all was rocking with me. So I gotta make sure I touch base with y'all. I gotta make sure I kiss y'all forehead, shake y'all hands, slap y'all booties, all that shit, because y'all the family for real.